Right, okay, so apparently some people wanted me to play Minecraft, and I mean, I haven't touched this game in years. There's a good reason no one's touched this game in years. That's because it's too damn good. It's fantastic, and yet you all choose to disturb me on this fine British day of fantastic weather, and you task me with making more Minecraft videos. Well, to that I say, very well. I will make one Minecraft video only, but it will be, by God, the greatest Minecraft video the world has ever seen. So, let us begin. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Spiffing Brit, and today you join me in the fantastic world of Minecraft. That's right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This game is the classic game. This is the best-selling game of all time. As of May of 2019, this game has managed to sell over 176 million copies across all of its platforms. This is an absolutely ridiculous feat, which I'm not even certain if any games in the future will be able to top off. This game has nostalgia. It is oozing with nostalgia, and yet it's changed oh so much. Now, personally, up until recently, I haven't touched Minecraft in a good few years, yet here I am, and I play it again, and suddenly it all comes flooding back. The happy memories, the fun experiences with friends, it's all still there. And honestly, I wonder, why did I ever say goodbye to it? But alas, that's not what we're here to discuss today, ladies and gentlemen, although it will be one fabulous nostalgia trip. Instead, today, I, the Spiffing Brit, as always, the most stereotypical of all British people, will be diving into this fantastic game to prove once and for all why Minecraft is a perfectly balanced game with no exploits whatsoever. Well, excluding for the infinite item duplication. Oh no, probably shouldn't have told the developers about that one now, should we? So, ladies and gentlemen, as a reward for achieving a ridiculous amount of likes on a few of the previous videos, here we are today in Minecraft. This is a thank you to all of you at home. Even if you don't like Minecraft, I strongly recommend watching this. Even if you love Minecraft, but you have no idea who I am, then hey, sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and enjoy the video, because hey, we're about to begin. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right into a bit of single-player Minecraft, and we need to create a brand new world. That's right, a new world where today we're going to be testing and exploiting some very fantastical things. So, what's our new world going to be called? Well, you know what, as we are here on behalf of our fantastic overlord company, Spiffco, we're going to be setting up the Spiffco Duplicator 9000. I know, it's going to be amazing what we're going to create. Basically, we're going into this world and our sole aim is to make as much money as possible, and by money I mean high value items. We want them, and we want a lot of them. I know there are a lot of fantastic YouTubers out there who've done fantastic setups like things that duplicate kale farms, giving you an infinite source of fuel and the like, but no, that's too weak. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we need something more powerful, more strong, and something so tasty like the refreshing and fantastical taste of Yorkshire tea, brought to you by our fantastic friends over in Yorkshire. Buy yours today. Plug, not sponsored. But nonetheless, here we are. We want to duplicate items, and we want to duplicate a lot of them. But most importantly, we want to make it so easy that you at home can go into a game, load it up, and within a few hours, wha-bam, you've instantly become the richest chappie on the server. And of course, we're doing this in the latest and greatest version of Minecraft without running any mods whatsoever. Heck, you could probably even do this on your phone if you wanted. So, without further ado, let's dive right in to Spiffco Duplicator 9000. Oh, well, this is very nice. We've managed to spawn immediately in some kind of village. Yes, as part of the brand new update, Minecraft has basically made it so that the villages in-game are actually useful. I know! To think it only took them several years and a handover to Microsoft to actually give the villagers some purpose in life. But look at them, they're fantastic. You can do trade deals with them, and you know what, as fun as it would be to exploit the villagers, and what the heck is this? Minecraft, this, I feel sorry for the poor villager who built his house there. I mean, I also kind of wonder how he built his house there. You know what, it feels good to be back. It really does. Minecraft is a fantastic game. I'm sure for many people watching, perhaps this was your first interaction with actually large multiplayer gaming. If it wasn't, I'd actually be interested to hear what your first game was, because certainly a large amount of my audience do sit around the age bracket of people who grew up playing Minecraft originally. I'm sure many of you remember the nostalgic days of the Yogscast and their first night of surviving in Minecraft. Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we won't be in quite a bit of a tricky situation where we don't know what we're doing because, come on, it's me. I'm hardly going to play a game if I don't know at least everything that's happening in the game, and if I'm not at least 7,000 steps ahead of the game developers. So, here we are. Now, immediately, what you want to do is you can go about just setting up a fantastic, lovely little world for yourself, but really that's not really what you want. My goodness, this village is actually completely and utterly broken. What have they done to you, geography? Oh, I feel so sorry. Just a massive line of segregation going through this bad boy. Right, let's build a bridge. There you go. We here at Spiffco, we're all about building bridges. Let it be known that we actually came into this native village and we provided a bridge. And we totally didn't do it because we have ulterior motives of eventually destroying this village. No. Oh, sorry, I mean, I did nothing there. Spiff, come on, you shouldn't be revealing you're in the dark side to the viewers this early on. Ease them in with a nice bit of happiness. Yes, they're the happiness, Spiff. And then once they're paying taxes, then you strike. Yes. Anyway, time to get into the game. So, what are we going to be exploiting today? Well, as I probably mentioned previously, we're going to be doing an item duplication glitch. But there are a few ways to do item duplication glitches. There's a few ways to duplicate blocks, and then there's ways to duplicate items. Duplicating blocks is quite useful because that will allow you to basically, I don't know, say mine a diamond block and then you'll get multiple diamonds from it. A way you can do that is to place down a chest in a chunk and then flood it with books which are absolutely ram-packed with various different Unicode symbols, and that will increase the memory capacity of the chunk to a ridiculous degree, causing it to basically seize up and meaning that any block broken in it instantly reloads for some unknown reason. And then all you'd have to do then is to hop out of the game and then hop back in and wha-bam, the block's still there. However, that's not really my jam. That takes a lot of effort. For my setup, however, if you want to do it very efficiently, you can probably automate the entire process by finding a zombie spawner. However, ladies and gentlemen, come on, I'm British. I'm a bit lazy. I like having most things handed to me if possible, and so for that, we're going to switch into creative mode for this, as I need to build a bit of a fantastical contraption which is perfectly designed to duplicate just about everything. You know what, we'll do it near this village so that they can see my awesome power. Yes, village, yes. Cower in fear of my ability to summon anything. One thing I will say though is that even though Minecraft is literally a game where everything is just made up of blocks, it is beautiful, and some of the things that people have made in this game are beautiful. This is quite possibly one of the greatest gaming communities in the world. It is fantastic, and if you've been a part of it, pat on the back to you. And if you've had a fun experience with members in the community, then please do give me a shout, because I remember one of my favourite experiences was just quite simply hopping onto a server and just sitting down and having a chat with people about their day. It's just these really strange interactions that you will have with random people that you don't tend to find in other games. I mean, I love CSGO, but it's just a very different community. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get building our item duplicator. So, all you want to do is find a nice little building block. In my case, I'm going to be using polished diorite because it looks lovely and fancy, but if you wanted, you could construct everything out of dirt, you know, if you're one of those kind of people. So you're going to be needing a few items basically in your inventory prior to building this, and I'll be talking you through each and every one of them now. Right, so what you need is you're going to need some redstone, fantastic. Then you're also going to need a stone button, or you know, any button will do. Then you're going to need both types of pistons, so a sticky one and a normal piston, lovely. Do love a good bit of sticky piston. Then you're going to want a redstone torch, a dispenser, an observer, a hopper. Then you're also going to want a redstone block. You're going to want some powered rail 2, a redstone repeater, a redstone comparator. A note block would also be quite good as well. And then some kind of trapdoor, but I for style's sake like a good iron trapdoor. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. Those are all the items you need to basically duplicate every single item in the game. And now we're perfectly set up. Lovely. Yes, jazzy. God, I wonder if we could duplicate tea. That would be fantastic. When are you guys going to be adding tea into the game? I mean, look, come on. You've added salmon to the game. You've added mushroom stew, but there is no tea. I mean, you've got milk buckets, but milky tea's okay, but it's just not good proper tea anyway. Going on my British ramblings. Calm, Spiff, calm. Anyway, let us get constructing. So, how do you want to start it off? Well, you want to start it off basically with your trapdoors. So, build a few blocks into the sky, and then you want to place your first trapdoor down. Then on top of that first trapdoor, place another block and then a trapdoor, and then you can just demolish everything beneath it. And so we're going to start start constructing from about here. Then you want to build some blocks to the side up to about here and attach a button. This button is simply designed to open up this trapdoor and close it again. And then on the other side, do the same. Now in front of it, because it's quite fun to look in, you're probably going to want some glass, so make sure to grab some glass blocks so that you can see through your fantastic contraption. And because I like a good bit of channel branding, I'm going to go for some blue stained glass. Lovely. Lovely blue glass. Oh, is it not majestic? It makes me feel of the Empire. And then behind this lovely button here, what you're going to want to place down is some of that fantastical powered rail stuff. Is it not lovely? There you go. So you want to set up a lovely little rail. And what we're basically going to be constructing behind here is a fantastic system to effectively find a way of slowing down time and getting timing perfect. So what we're setting up here is effectively a rudimentary timer system, where hopefully, provided everything works correctly, we're going to be in a fantastic situation where we're able to duplicate items. So what I've got set up here is a bit of a strange system. As you can see, we've got some hoppers. What you're going to want to do is place a redstone block right here. Now, for those of you not very well versed in redstone and its fantastical engineering, don't worry, I'm not expecting everyone out there to be the kind of person who's constructed their own Minecraft computer. Don't worry, this is actually some pretty simple stuff, and if you just follow these very basic instructions, even you too can become the redstone engineer you dream of. So there we go, success. We've built all of this. Now, what's next? Well, what you want to do is either side of these lovely pistons here, you want to place down one single redstone dust right about here, and one redstone comparator, slap bang right here, facing that direction. Lovely. And then on the other side, repeat the process. So redstone comparator and redstone dust. Lovely. And then right here, you're going to want to pop down a redstone torch. Lovely. And beneath this, you're also going to want to place down a redstone repeater facing this direction here. Lovely. And now that we have that piece down there, what you want to then do is now start placing down your final wall, basically providing a back wall to this system we have. There we go. This stops what we're going to be placing in this system from escaping, because the whole process of item duplication requires some willing volunteers, if you know what I mean. Yes, very willing. So make sure you have a nice strong back wall to stop your willing test subjects from escaping the glass tube. There we go, lovely. And then what you want to do on this block here, as you can see just beneath the first trapdoor, you're going to want to place a dispenser down. That's right, dispenser, not too difficult to craft, very easy to come by, so there you go. One dispenser, slap bang, it's right down. And what do you want to put in this dispenser? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very difficult to obtain item. Be careful, you might struggle with this one. It is a bucket of water. Yes, just a single bucket of water. That's all it takes. So there you go. What you do is you pop in your single bucket of water. Doesn't really matter where it goes. It's fantastic. There you go. Lovely. Bucket of water complete. And then what you want to also slam on down is a fantastic, lovely little observer. Equally not too difficult to make. And you want to place it right about here. There we go. Just on top of the redstone repeater. And then above this fantastic, lovely little dispenser, just to keep everything in check, you want to put in a note block. There we go. Fantastic. Lovely. And I do believe we've got an entire system set up almost. Now at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, I will be demonstrating what our plan is. Now you see, in this game you have monsters, you have skeletons, you have zombies, you have creepers, and there are even some new scary ones. But zombies themselves and skeletons have a very special modifier. They have quite a high chance of being able to pick up an item. So for example, this zombie here, let's see if he wants to pick up our wooden sword. Now it depends on the difficulty you're playing on, because if you're playing on normal difficulty, mobs have a 5% chance or maybe 7% chance of picking up items. If you're playing on the hardest difficulty, then zombies suddenly go up to having a 20% chance of spawning and being able to pick up some items. Now a 20% chance is not bad, as to pull off this exploit you're going to need zombies that can pick up items. So it's suddenly nighttime, so let us spawn in a zombie and see if he's kind enough to pick up our fantastic item. So we're going to spawn a zombie in up here, place him into the tube, and hey zombie, would you like to pick up my wooden sword? Nope, sadly this zombie is not the kind of zombie who will pick up an item. But don't worry, 1 in 5 zombies will at this hardest difficulty. So eventually you just spawn them in and eventually one will pick up the sword. But the issue is, when you have a zombie that's picked up your wooden sword, you've basically just given them a wooden sword. When you kill them, you get the wooden sword back, but I mean, that's still just one wooden sword. That's not exactly what we want, is it, Spiff now? So no, it's not. What you need to do is basically find a way of transforming the zombies into something different. And for that, we're going to need a trusty little campfire. So at the moment in Minecraft, they added a new monster recently called the Drowned, and there is a system system in-game where if you manage to effectively drown and kill a zombie, you are able, if you get the timing right, you effectively turn a zombie from being a zombie into being a drowned. Now the drowned I do believe have 100% chance of picking up items as well, and also there's an extra special cheesy exploit because for some reason when a zombie dies, whatever is in its hand is immediately passed over to the drowned. However, there's a special way around it. So we've placed down this campfire. What do we want beneath the campfire? Well, what you want is a simple little hopper situation, lovely stuff, and then we're going to place a chest, just a standard wooden chest, literally anything will do, lovely jubbly. Perfect. So now basically if something falls into this campfire, it is immediately picked up by the hopper and placed into this chest. But how are we going to get this timing correct? Because I mean, Spiff, look, the system's good, but the timing system, if you were to set it off now, wouldn't work. What do you need to get it to work? Well, you quite simply need 48 of any item in the game. Let's say 48 dirt blocks, that'll do. So what you want to do, go into your inventory, wabam, and get 48 dirt blocks ready. Oh no, not 48, 44, sorry. Yes, you want 44 dirt blocks, and what you'll do is you'll put them in here. But prior to putting it in there, make sure you get a second redstone block or something that causes redstone just to set off this piston, otherwise everything will break. And then what you want to do is plop in here your dirt. Fantastic. Don't worry, you only have to do this once. So there we go. We've got our 44 dirt in there, and basically the dirt is what we're using to measure time in the game. Time in this game isn't like time in the real world. It's based off of ticks, and that basically gives us a way of measuring and controlling it. What is going on there in the background? Oh, it's just a classic villager getting chased by a bunch of zombies, one of whom has a sword. Good for you with the sword, zombie. Well done for picking that up.
A few moments later.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I did a test and lo and behold, it didn't work. So I panicked. I called an emergency council with the Queen, and lo and behold, it turns out I was just missing one block. Yeah, you need one block here. I was missing it, so the entire thing didn't work. But here we go. It is now completely and utterly working. It's self-sufficient, and all I needed was this one block. Anyway, here we are in the fantastic game. So, what was I on about when I said zombies can pick up items? Well, it's very important because zombies will effectively fall here. Oh, you know, we'll actually demonstrate the transformation process. This will be much easier to explain. So, let's say you build, I don't know, some kind of fantastic ramp, and you convince a zombie in survival mode to chase you. So the zombie comes up this lovely little ramp we're building. There we go. They'll follow you all the way up here. They'll get to the top and wabam. If you stand here, you can probably push them into this little hole. Or heck, you could even probably set up a little funnel system and just drop them in. Or even using water flow is probably the fastest way. Or if you build this suspiciously directly underneath a zombie spawner, you can probably have the exact same effect. Anyway, so let's say a zombie spawns in. Here's our zombie. Let's call him Steven. Oh no, Steven, he's on fire. Oh goodness. Right, well, I'm sorry, Steven 1, but you're on fire. No, we did a zombie who's very much not on fire. Sorry, Steve. Although he's not the Steve, by the way. He's Steven. Although he likes to go by Stefan online. Anyway, oh, he didn't completely die to the flames. Well, allow me to finish the job. Sorry. Anyway, what you want is a one full health zombie. So allow me to introduce Stefan 2. There we go. A nice full health Steve. So what you want to do is press this button here, and Stefan drops down into a little chamber filled with water. Now, the water is going to slowly start asphyxiating him. Admittedly, yes, we are also sending up smoke through the water, and all of the oxygen Stefan II has in there is going to be turned into carbon dioxide, and basically he can no longer breathe. Anyway, what happens here is after 44 ticks, this trapdoor is going to release and Stefan is going to drop down. But he does so as a zombie who's effectively drowned. There we go. The timing takes place. Stefan drops down and the zombie Stefan 2 will die. However, don't worry, it's not the end for Stefan. Oh, there's so much more. He returns as a creature called the Drowned. I know, so much better. And of course, the Drowned also will die because they're standing on top of a campfire. So there we have it. Zombie Stefan 2 has been replaced by Drowned Stefan. Yes, lovely. And if they were ever carrying anything, they would stumble into this lovely chest here where we now have some rotten flesh. Very nice. So how are we going to demonstrate item duplication? Well, let's say you're running through the wonderful world of Minecraft and you stumble upon a very magical item. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, it's the shulker box. I like the blue one. That's probably my favorite. So here we have it. You have a shulker box, a very special, lovely, jazzy shulker box. Look at this bad boy. And you can fill it with whatever you like. Genuinely anything. Let's say we fill this shulker box with, ooh, let's think of a nice valuable item like, say, I don't know, diamonds. let's say you have 64 diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a lot of diamonds. You're just going to drop it inside this shulker box. Very good. Now, whilst we're at it, let's also add in some gold. Ooh, I love gold. I do love a good bit of gold. Let's drop that in there as well. So we got some diamond, we got some gold. Let's pick up that box, and well, bam, suddenly we have a shulker box which contains 64 golden ingots and 64 diamonds. Perfect. What we're going to want is we're going to want a zombie. Now, as I mentioned, on hardest difficulty mode, zombies have a 20% chance of picking up any item, but I kind of just want to cheese the process a bit, so I'm going to summon in a zombie who has a 100% ability of picking up items. And so for that, you want to use this lovely command right here, summon zombie, and then can pick up loot 1B. A perfect command. Wabam. Now we have a zombie who has the ability to pick up loot. Now remember, in my hand right here, we have a blue shulker box which contains 64 diamonds and 64 gold. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drop our shulker box down right there, and our lovely zombie friend will pick it up through that corner wall there. Lovely. So now we have a zombie with the shulker box. If we were just to, I don't know, punch the zombie to death, the zombie would drop the shulker box with the diamonds and the gold inside, and we'd have 64 diamonds and 64 gold, as well as one shulker box. However, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do something a little bit cheesy. So, you want to drop your zombie in? I'm so sorry, Dave. Oh, Dave the zombie, your sacrifice will not be in vain, my good sir. So, Dave the zombie is now inside the water tank, where we are slowly filling it up with lovely tasty fumes here. Tasty carbon dioxide. Very tasty. Anyway, you want to wait for your zombie to slowly drown its way, and then eventually it will be released into the campfire. And there we go, the zombie is dropped and suddenly they're on fire, and because they're on fire, they're going to drop their shulker box after a while and die. So, come on zombie, 3, 2, 1. There we go, the zombie dies, and then a drowned spawns in, and the drowned has a shulker box in their hand. But what's this? We already have a shulker box in here, ladies and gentlemen. So what's that shulker box? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? But suddenly, we have 2 blue shulker boxes with 64 diamonds and 64 gold, so we can place both of them down, and we're bam, diamonds and gold galore. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen, we've only gone and done it. The exploit is complete, and the crown will be proud. We finally found a way to break the economy. Yes, no longer will we have to worry about money or colonies rebelling when we can just duplicate everything. If cheeky colonies are dumping tea in the harbour, it matters little, for we can duplicate what little tea we have left. And yes, there we have it. What can we do with this? Well, shulker boxes basically break all duplication glitches the game has to offer, because you can duplicate an unlimited quantity of items, be it diamonds or just anything really, whatever you like. Gold, tasty gold. Alternatively, what you can duplicate would be something like, I don't know, a good bit of TNT. A bit of a tricky resource to come by, so you can get 64 TNT and place them in there. Alternatively, resources which are meant to be limited you could probably also duplicate, like say for example a good bit of diamond horse armor you could duplicate, or maybe even you could start even duplicating a couple of these classic jammers of the C418 Minecraft soundtrack, like my favourite of Strad. Who doesn't love a good bit of Strad? It's fantastic. Strad, best music disc 2019. Anyone who thinks otherwise, phew, they're liars. Don't listen to them, ladies and gentlemen. They probably think Stal is the best music disc. Oh my goodness, people who listen to Stal, phew, they're probably the kind of people that don't even like Minecraft parodies. Anyway, so let's give ourselves 3 stacks of TNT. Fantastic, and then you drop it into your shulker box, where bam, suddenly you've got a lot of TNT in that shulker box, and you're going to place it down here for a lovely zombie to grab. And now we have our lovely zombie friend who's picked up our shulker box. Oh, I'm so sorry, unnamed zombie #4. It's time for you to go, my friend, as I need more TNT. Yes, fantastic. And of course, this works with survival mode. Literally any item you have in survival mode, just whack it in there. Need more ender pearls? Bam, infinite ender pearls. Need more shulker boxes for your item duplication? Well, bam, more shulker boxes. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a shulker box. Could just drop a single redstone torch there, but you know, the shulker box is a much faster way because you can duplicate your entire inventory in one go. And who doesn't love that kind of unlimited power? And there we go, our lovely drowned friend is sadly going to pass on, and it's time for you to go, good sir. Oh yes, but don't worry, your TNT boxes will not be in vain. Let us go say hello to that fantastical village from earlier. Now, you see, the fantastic thing about lovely brand new Minecraft villages is they are adorable, they're fantastic, they're beautiful, and they actually give a sense of purpose to the villagers. However, I've received some sad and devastating news. You see, these villagers over here, they forgot to pay their taxes to the crown again. Oh no. And so, being the nice, kind people that we are, instead of, sending over the redcoats to quell this very unfortunate uprising, we're going to be giving them, a nice, gentle warning to remind them about the benefits of taxation and how you definitely want to make sure you're paying your taxation, otherwise your supply of tea might end and you might instead be supplied with some other kind of thing beginning with T. Ah, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect effect, we've managed to set them up with a lovely little light warning about the joys and benefits of actually paying your taxes. So you know what? Let us set off this TNT. There we go. Success. Go, my TNT friends. Teach them a wonderful lesson of the joy of taxation. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. The frames. Oh, the frames. Oh, it's glorious, is it not? Oh, beautiful. Don't worry, you can rebuild after this, and then you can enjoy paying taxation after this. And, the village is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, the village is gone. But I'll tell you what remains and will always remain. Our wonderful item duplicator 9000, patented by the glorious researchers over at Spiffco. My goodness, the joy of Spiffco will never end. Mostly because, we've duplicated myself so many times that even if one copy of Spiff were to die, another would simply rise up to take its place. There is no stopping me. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, one of my most favourite exploits for Minecraft. There are absolutely tons we could have covered. We could have covered flying with boats, we could have covered this massive lava cascade you can see in the background, and heck, we could have even covered various forms of X-ray, item duplication beyond what we were doing. But there comes a limit as to where you start having fun with your exploits and you start straying into server destruction regions. And we probably shouldn't be encouraging / showing off various ways to completely crash servers with massive lag duplicators and the like. Anyway, in the background, my fantastic workers are busy whittling away trying to construct a massive statue for myself. Meanwhile, I naturally do the classic job of the Spiffing Brit and just simply drink some nice warm tea. It's fantastic. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's some lovely warm tea. Excellent tea. Yes. Anyway, the Spiffing Brit Minecraft server is technically up and running. It's just in a bit of an experimental phase at the moment before we end up transferring it all over to a 500-player survival island, which I plan to do this Sunday. It will be absolutely crazy, so hey, if you're in the area and want to stop on by, then feel free to give it some of your fantastic times. I'm sure it will be worthy. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have absolutely enjoyed watching the video here today, and hey, if you would like to see more of our fantastic, lovely little shenanigans, and hey, maybe you have a game you'd like to see exploited, then do consider subscribing, as we would absolutely love to have you here in this fantastic community. So as always, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be seeing you in the next one. And as always, a massive, huge thank you to all of my majestic patrons who make all of these silly videos possible by bankrolling things like running a massive Minecraft server. So hey, thank you very much. And if you're wondering what video to watch next, then look no further than this one on screen now. If you enjoyed this one and you want to see more, you want to see something wackier, stranger, and just downright game destroying, then hey, go take a look at this one. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Anyway, I've been the Spiffing Brit, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Go refill your cups of tea, and hey, if you haven't even had a cup of tea yet, go grab one. Trust me, it's fantastic stuff. Anyway, I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye.